Hi, Pisces. Everything is figure outable. That's what we're going to talk about today. I feel like you guys are doing better now that we're in a mutable season again. I know I am. Being in mutable sign, it's really hard to be in a fixed season or a cardinal season because we just want to get things done and we want to move forward and we don't want to get stuck by having to plan. Yes, even a Virgo said that. So let's just go intuitive. I feel like the shift of Chiron, wow, you guys showed up pretty quickly. I feel like the shift of Chiron into Aries has opened some things up for you, but are you seeing them? Because we talked about how there was like this energetic hangover after the sorry, of course I'm like getting all sorts of distracted because that's what we do. We get distracted. When I say we, I mean mutable signs and it's mutable season. Distraction. It's like a squirrel. Oh my gosh. We talked about the energetic hangover and like how there was that lull after we went through your season and we went through the Mercury retrograde. We're going to have another Mercury retrograde, but it's not going to be so bad. And the thing that Neptune is doing right now, where it's dancing with Mercury and it's dancing with Jupiter, and everybody is kind of getting these really fresh ideas. I feel like you're still like you're not seeing it in the way that you should be seeing it. I feel like you need to look at things in a different way right now. It's almost boredom, you know. But I have the sun here. You could be dealing with a Leo energy, but the sun is the happiest card in the deck, Pisces. This is like the best card that you can get. And if you're not feeling that, then you're not really seeing the transition. You're not seeing the good stuff that's like sitting right in front of you. And I think a lot of that is, you know, it's cynicism. It's being skeptical. It's feeling like, you know, every single time something good happens to me, it always follows up with something bad. So why should I get really excited about the good thing? The way that I always looked at that kind of stuff in life is like every single thing bad that happened to me in my life was always followed up by something good. So I flipped the script. I looked at it in a different way, right? Instead of constantly thinking that everything is miserable, I thought everything is in constant motion. Everything is always moving, and I can look at this in a positive way, and I can look at this as a transition that I'm going through, or I can just stay still and out of fear, because even if something good happens, something bad is going to follow up with it. You could be dealing with an earth sign right now that you're also transitioning, or they're transitioning. I feel like something was on my finger. I'm not sure what that was. Six of Swords and the Three of Cups. I feel like it's time for you guys to like get out and go do things. It's sunny out. There's so much progress and happiness and abundance out there just waiting for you. But can you see it? I don't know. I'm curious about that. If you can actually see it happening, or if you're just waiting for what you want to happen to happen. The Six of Swords for me, it tells me that things are getting easier for you. But this Death card and the Hanged Man makes me feel like the transition is getting you stuck. Like, can I really trust it? Can I really, really trust? I feel like there's a cynicism. You're a little bit skeptical. Can I trust that everything's going to work out? Sure. My t-shirt even says so. Which you can get on my website. Little plug there. I'm also doing a limited number of one question video readings. It's kind of like when I do my pop-up lives, only you're going to get a video of it. You're going to get a short video of your one question, and it's only a limited series because I kind of want to just see how it works out. It says on the website that it takes 10 days for you to get your reading, but it's actually only taking like 3 to 5 days. So check it out and see. See, this is why you're feeling a little bit stuck, because cycles are ending in your life, and I think that that's what scares you, is when something closes, it's like, what's on the door? What's on the next door that's opening after this cycle is over? And it's actually the sun. When you open up that door, it's like bright and sunny and shiny out there, but you're scared to open the door because, and not, I'm not being mean about it. I'm just, the reason why you're scared to open up that door is because of what's happened in the past. You can't change the past, and you can learn the lessons from the past. You can allow yourself to move forward from the past. You can open up that door and be like, well, just in case this is something really, really good, let me go ahead and see, right? Let's see what the sun, oh, it's the earth sign. It's the earth sign. So there's definitely somebody is dealing with an earth sign for sure, or it's a Leo with earth in their chart. I feel like this is somebody who really comforts you and allows you to be yourself. And I think that scares you a little bit, Pisces, honestly. But you got to go through the transformation. You have to go through the change of it all. That Scorpio energy is not easy to take, but if you're patient with it, if you're patient with the transition, and it balances out your heart and your mind. Temperance on the Death card is very telling, because the cards are asking you to remain solid. The cards are asking you to remain quiet and allow yourself to receive the gifts and the blessings that are coming to you, because you did the work. This is why you're getting the sun. This is why you're getting all of the happy days and all of the happy things, because you did the work to close out the cycles that you were so afraid to close out. Because when it doesn't feel comfortable, when it's a really uncomfortable mess, we don't want to deal, right? But because you closed out the cycle and now you get to see the sun, you're being rewarded. But even in that reward, you're a little bit fearful. And it's okay to be fearful. Like, I'm not saying, that you aren't allowed to be a little bit scared. But what are you scared of? Success? Abundance? Happiness? Manifesting everything you've ever desired with somebody else, possibly? I feel like you're solid. I feel like this earth sign, this King of Pentacles, could actually be you, and you are manifesting being solid and stable and abundant, and, possibly even getting a raise, possibly getting a new job, possibly getting everything that you've ever wanted and desired. But if you're afraid to receive that, then you can stand still if you want to. If you're not afraid to receive it, you might have to take a risk. If you want the reward, sometimes a risk is necessary. Let's see what the Six of Swords is. I feel like you're moving in new ways, Pisces, and I feel like you're moving in new directions, and I want you to recognize that about yourself. You're out of the energetic hangover, that lull in your life, this hanged man lull, standing still, and it's done. We're done with that. That chapter has closed. You're not letting anybody mess with your abundance. You are walking away from the shitstorm that it was. Excuse my language, but that's what it feels like, right? The Eight of Cups on the Six of Swords. Yes, it's a little bit emotional. Yes, you might have had to learn a lot about yourself during this time of learning and abundance. Yes, there are probably some things that you didn't really necessarily want to leave behind, but you knew that you had to for your own benefit. It's okay to be a little bit afraid of that. That is human. But don't be so afraid that you don't celebrate the wins. Don't be so scared to get the wins that you don't even see the wins showing up. See, I feel like there's this, it's like a natural fighting, like you're fighting against it. You're fighting against something. It's natural. It happens. Right? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The reason why you're fighting this, you're fighting the wins, you're fighting the things that you like truly wanted to see, but you're like, I don't really know if I can, because it's there's a lot. It's a lot to take in. There's a lot. 7 of Cups, and it can be really overbearing sometimes. 10 of Wands. When it gets overbearing and you're not entirely sure what to do with it, Pisces, you just got to get honest with yourself and get really, really super confident. The Moon and the Queen of Cups is telling you that when you're looking at things and it doesn't look clear and it looks a little foggy and you're not entirely sure which one of these opportunities you want to pick and you get really, really, really overwhelmed by all of the opportunities in front of you, you got to remember who you are. You got to get back to you. You got to get back to good, right? Because you can navigate this easily. But the fear of success and the fear of abundance and after all of the shit that you've been through, the fear of getting all of it, I mean, that's real too. Because you're afraid that it'll be just ripped away from you again. What if it isn't? What if it isn't ripped away from you again? What if you get everything you've ever wanted? Could be a fire sign, again, a Leo with possibly some earth in their chart. There's a lot of, and I feel like the anxiety of this, of you getting happily ever after is very real right now. The 9 of Swords and the King of Wands, the anxiety of you getting the person that you want, the 10 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the anxiety of all of this really fast energy coming in and the messages and all the happiness and the glory days and the celebration and all of it, right? Because you're sitting here thinking, is that real? Is that actually going to happen? It is. 4 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Be honest with yourself because you have been through the 5 of Cups already. And I feel like if you're not honest with yourself and you keep thinking about the past things and not healing from the past, 4 of Swords and 6 of Cups is definitely telling you it's time for you to heal from the past. Because all of those things that you sit in and you think about when it comes to the past, that just brings you more regret. And that's what makes you question all of the good stuff that could happen. That just makes you question all of it. Right? So, here you go. Allow yourself to believe and receive it and accept it. Because again, to get the reward, sometimes you have to take a risk. Sometimes you have to push past the fear of the unknown to get the reward. And I don't want you to miss it, right? That 4 of Cups is saying that the universe is trying to give you something here, ideas and opportunities. and things that will bring you abundance and happiness. And that it's all coming in so quickly that you might be a little bit overwhelmed this month, especially towards the end of the month. You might be a little bit overwhelmed, but I feel like if you've manifested all of this, and if you allow yourself to believe that you deserve it all, it'll all be yours, you know? All right, Pisces. So if you're interested in my limited time offer, I don't know how many times I'm going to give this offer in June. So if you're watching this like in the middle of June or at the end of June, the offer may not be standing. I am doing events at the end of June and in July in the Midwest. So we're doing Kansas City and St. Louis and Omaha and Chicago. And then in August, I'll be out on the West Coast, and I will update everybody. If you want to get a personal update from me, go to my website, sign up for my email list, and I'm going to start getting emails out to let everybody know when these dates are going to be. I love you all so, so much. Please take care of yourselves this June and have a good time. And believe in the rewards, believe in the success, because clearly, wow, people are being loud up there. Clearly, it's coming to you, okay? Or it's already there. You just have to recognize that it's there. Love you guys. Bye, Pisces.